Yo, what's going on YouTube? How you guys doing? Welcome to a brand new video. And now I get a lot of people asking, like, during streams and stuff, how do I make my thumbnails, like how do I do it, what website do I use Photoshop, what do I use. So I just thought I'd make a quick video tutorial on how I make my thumbnails. So if you guys ever want to copy my thumbnails, or the style of them, just go for it. Another thing, I know I've been making a lot of speed arts over Paladin's videos, and the only reason I did that today is because I got up later expecting the patch preview to be today, and it wasn't. You know, obviously because we had the dev insight yesterday, but it just wasn't. So I was just like, fuck, I need a backup video before it gets way too late. So I did a little fan art or speed art of a Pokemon Yveltal, I think he's called, legendary Pokemon from Gen 7. So if you haven't seen that, there'll be an image on screen and a link in the description. Go watch it. It's probably the best speed art I've ever done, honestly. I actually fell in love with it. But yeah, anyway, let's just get straight into it. So usually I would use this background here, which is just Paladin's gameplay, like black and white blurred. But obviously this is an in real life one, so we're not going to use that. Instead we're going to make it a black background. So we're going to go to just a perfect little transparent scene right there. By the way, this is pixlr.com. I'll be using both the Pixlr sites. So I've been using Pixlr since I started YouTube, which is about 4 years ago. So I've been using Pixlr for a long time. So I kind of know what I'm on about when it comes to this site. But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna just insert a picture really quick. I would use that one of me, but that one's it's for another time. Right, so there should be a picture of me somewhere. Is it not? I took it for this video specifically. So what we want to do is we want to press Control A and Control C to copy, and that will copy everything. And then we want to click Control V. Now that obviously is a bit too big right there, so we go to edit and free edit transform, like that, or free transform, or whatever it was called, and we, you know, obviously we scale it down just a tad like that, just make it a little bit bigger right there, so it just looks a little bit more nicer, I guess. Okay, so we take that down right there. Now this is the part where we're a bit of a disadvantage because we don't have the pen tool that Photoshop has, so we gotta make things just, you know, we go improvise. So this is where things get a little bit tricky. So you got the magic tool here, or one tool. So just come here, select all that. You'll get a load of all that. You get rid of all that like background fuzz thing right there. You'll see soon. So let's just get rid of all this shit. Sorry, I probably shouldn't swear, like, but I'm trying not to for videos from now on because it's bad. Obviously we've got the fan art there that someone made for me. But yeah, we're not here to talk about that. So what you want to do then is go to brush and go to brush size, make it 200, so it's the biggest it can get, and you just want to simply erase all of this. You just want to take your time with it. It can be a bit of a tedious process, but eventually once you get the hang of it, it does become quite a easy thing. Obviously I shouldn't have done that actually, because the shoulder, you're trying to use such a thingy for the shoulders like that, it just makes it a little bit harder. So let's get really in there so we can get it looks so we see like none of the background from beforehand, like that. There we go. And then we do the same for the hair. Now this bit, it's probably the trickiest bit, the hair. There is gonna be bits where you probably will accidentally rub it out, but that's fine, isn't it? Really, it's not really a problem. Now we are gonna get rid of the chair in the background. So we're going to go over that again. Let's careful not to try and brush out as much of the hair as possible. And then we're going to go around and we're going to slurp it right that, so it looks like an actual genuine shoulder. Alright, actually I am going to get rid of this hair here because I do really need a haircut. I'm going to be brutally honest here. That kind of looks okay, I guess. It does, obviously in time, it does like give it some time and it starts to look nicer, but let's go back to the 31 here and just get the outskirts of the hair done. yeah, so I'm gonna stick with Pixlr for probably forever. But yeah, so there we go. We got the picture of me right there. So we just want to go to free transform again. We want to turn that around just so you know that's how I typically have. I have the bottom left eye, bottom left eye, the left side. Make that a little bit bigger like that. Probably turn it on the side a bit, and then we'll pop it right there. Okay, nice. And then what we are going to do then is we're going to take all that outer glow, we're going to put an inner glow in, we're going to make that white. Actually no we're not, we're going to make outer glow white. Let's do that, and then we're going to add a inner shadow as well, just because it, you know, actually no, we're not adding inner shadow on the photo image, I guess. But then after that, this is obviously very like basic stuff so far, but after that we're going to go to the other site, which is here's the link for it. There will be links in the description to the sites, obviously. But yeah, at that point we're going to just go to, I've got pictures. I have a picture of just a black image, so if you want to just go Google and Google like a plain black image, just give it a second to load up here. This website is pretty slow compared to editor, but yeah, so we're just going to go to the words over here then, and this is the font I use for all my videos. Just give it a second to load. Like I said, this one is pretty slow compared to editor. And then when you get to this bit and you get to the font, you want to click retro. There was one that's got like a little retro bit there that you can see. You want to go to the font, and obviously you can pick from any font you want, and you don't have to stick with the retro designs. It's just personally, this is my personal preference, and if you are wanting to do things how I do it, then this is how I do it. But then you've got that font selected there, so I'd put thumbnail like that, and then we'd take that down just a tad, maybe turn it on the side, and then push it. No, there we go. Push it to the side just a tad, and probably make it green. Yeah, we'll go with green for today. Thumbnail. What else? Thumbnails. Oh fuck no, I've messed up here actually. I'm gonna put how I make my thumbnails actually, so just give me a second to correct that. Alright, so apologies for that. So we're gonna go back to the retro one. This is obviously the style, like I just said, that I have. We're gonna put the font as what it was before. There we go. And then I'm gonna put how I make my, and then we're gonna stop that there. Put that like that, turn that on the side, just a tad like that. Actually no, turn it a little bit more upright. There we go, just a tad on the side, just not too much, just a bit. And then we go back to the actually no, we're not going to go to the retro one, this one. We're going to go to the handwritten, and then I'm going to put wait for it to load, thumbnail like this, and then obviously that just looks horrid right there. That just looks horrid. So obviously we're going to go ahead and we're going to change that. We're going to change it back to the green, obviously, because I did say I wanted the green, but we're going to go for something a little bit nicer, I guess. Maybe this. Nah, that looks too that'll do. Alright, so let's make this, obviously this size of this right here, make it bigger, turn on the side just a tad, and lower it down, and then that's that. So then we just apply that, and then that adds it to the image. Sorted. That's it, that's all you have to do, and then you go to save, and then obviously you just save it and then open it up in the other website. We will be coming back to this, so I'm just going to save it as something random like subscribe now, bitch. Alright, that's what we're going with. So give it a second to save. Obviously this, like I said, this website is slow as fuck, but yeah, editor is a little bit faster, so that is a lot better, obviously. But then we're going to go down, you're going to find the image. It's somewhere, there we go, and then obviously it's going to load up in a different tab here, so we're going to get the magic tool again, we're going to do that, and when you do this it'll be locked, so double click this to unlock layer, so that you want to do that to unlock it, so then you can make it a transparent, so then it'll be a PNG, and you just want to click on the certain thingies and click delete once they're highlighted. You'll know they're highlighted because they'll have like a little you obviously like the little white thing going around it there. but then once that's taken out like that, you just want to Control A again and Control C. Obviously then delete that thingy you've already got copied, and then just Control V again, and then boom, and then just free transform, fit it to the size you want it at. I'll probably just make it a little bit more to the side, up, that, and then just yes, accept. Now this is something I do personally, you don't have to do it, but just click what's it called again, layer styles again, and then click inner shadow, drop shadow. Obviously the drop shadow won't affect it much, but then just click outer glow, and then black like that, because it just looks pretty nice in my opinion. Yeah, and then just to give it that extra little, you know what I mean, that little fanciness. It's not, obviously this is a very simple thumbnail. I'm not gonna do, if you want me to do more like a more advanced thumbnail to the point where I'm like, if I'm doing a video that's important, and I'll do like a thumbnail that takes fucking hours to do, then if you want that, then a speed out of that or something, just let me know. But what you want to do to this one though is go to brush, and then go to it's like a faded brush, and then what you want to get is you want to max this one out here to 999. So that's why you see this thing, it's massive right here. You want to go to the top left corner, click the hold button, and drag it all the way down to the bottom right. This will lag your computer just for like a second. It won't be too much, and then you just want to, you know, obviously clean it up just a little bit. It won't be too bad. And then you want to go to this bit, toggle layer settings, and you just want to turn this bit down just a tad like that. And then obviously, you know, it just looks pretty simple, plain right there. So that's where we save this again. So we'll just save it as HuZh. Yeah, I probably spelled sub wrong knowing me, but you can't save that because it's got a question mark. No, wait, did I try to open it? Oh god, I didn't save it. My mistake. Alright, we'll call it hi lol fam g. Okay. And then we'll save that, and so that's there. And then we want to go back to Pixel Express. Close this down, obviously we don't need this anymore. Sometimes external like websites do come up on this, obviously with it being like that, it's kind of just like its little ad thing. Just close it down like that, it's all cool. Then you just want to obviously, you know, cancel this, close this down so it's done, you know, come up, so we're not editing that photo anymore. And then we want to open the photo that we just saved, that we were just doing right there, and then obviously, you know, that looks like that. I'm gonna go to effect, and we'll go to default, and then once we get to default, we're going to make it a little bit darker just because it adds that little to it. Wait for the effects to load. Like I said, this specific website, Express, is just slow. It's really slow, but wait for the effects to come in like that, and then that's going to make it obviously a little bit slower, but it makes things stand out. And then we go to apply at about 58ish, probably between 50 and 65, something like that. And then you want to go to soft, which is also in the effects tab, and then you want to go to the one called Jessica. You want to click on that one, and it'll just make things like that. Obviously everything looks blurred, but you can turn that down, just turn it down just a bit like that, and then it looks pretty, like about 70 to 50, somewhere in between that range. Then you want to go to overlays like this, and you want to wait for it to load anytime today. There we go. We want to go to defaults, wait for it. Oh, that's probably why it's been slow, because it's got an advert. Adverts will appear on this. Like I said, it's its way of making money. It's how the website makes money. Just wait for it to close, and you know, obviously just cancel that, like, you know, it's not important. And then it should run a bit faster actually now. And then we just put this, oh, I didn't even show you which one. Once you've got defaults up, there'll be like a load of options here. Go to Divine, you can choose from whichever one. Like you can click on this one if you want, but that just doesn't suit the thingy of this video really. But yeah, if we want the Divine one for this one, so it just brightens things up a little bit. It gives it that little on the sides, you know, it just makes everything look a little bit nicer. And then this is up to you. This bit is completely up to you. It depends on like the things you want to add to the thumbnail. If you want to make it a little bit brighter, if you want to make it a bit darker. I mean, we could go right here and you could just add this right here. We could literally just go here, add that, and put that in the background, and then, you know, obviously let's make it a little bit lighter, and then boom, we just randomly got some random leaks right there. But that is the leak effect. So Wait for it to load again. This, like I said, this website's fucking slow. It's really bad. Edit is the fast one. Express is this one that can be a little bit slow sometimes. It depends on how many people are using it at the time. So I'm taking quite a bit of people may be using this right now. And then you can obviously again pick between this. This is just what I personally use. I use Dreamscape or either this one here. I can't read the word because I'm too dumb. But yeah, I'm going to stick with Dreamscape. I'm going to turn it down just a tad so it looks a little bit nicer. And then we're going to go to borders here if you want this little effect right here. It makes the video pop just a bit. You want to turn this down just to about 25 right there, and then it's got this like little border, but you can see it's kind of like how them like thumbnails look, where if you look at it and it's got like the little thing around it. That's just my personal way of doing it. I know there is other ways to do it that make it look even better, but that's just how I do things. And then we want to go to adjustments here. We could play about with the smoothness, we could liquefy, we could use color, we could change the color if we wanted to. We could go right here, we could make it blue. I mean, why not? We could definitely make it blue. But I look hideous in it, so let's set all this back to 0 real quick. Let's maybe turn up the color brightness just a little bit. We'll make it a bit brighter. There we go, so it looks a little bit nicer. And then yeah, that's pretty much about it. That's just how I'd make a basic thumbnail for my channel. If you guys liked or enjoyed this video, you found it helpful in any way, please subscribe and stuff if you haven't already. Let me know, and if you found it helpful, obviously. And yeah, I hope you guys use this tutorial well, I guess. So yeah, thanks for watching. Peace.